Hello, I'm Steve Garrett with the North Carolina Floodplain Mapping Program, which is part of the North Carolina Emergency Management under the Department of Public Safety. I'm going to give you a live demonstration of our Flood Risk Information System, or FRIS. When you come to our homepage, you will see that we also host data for the states of Alabama, Florida, and Virginia. To enter the North Carolina homepage, just click on the state of North Carolina. You can also select the state from the drop-down menu. The North Carolina homepage will provide a welcome message. You can hit OK or the X to remove the message. From this website, you can select an address or enter an address, select the county by the drop-down menu, or simply click on the map. For today's demonstration, we'll select an address. As you can see, we have zoomed in to the Dare County Government Complex, located at 954 Marshall C. Collins Drive in Manteo. On the right-hand side, you will see the flood information. It'll provide the flood zone, in this case, AE. You can hover over the information icon to learn what that zone indicates. This is the 1% annual chance or 100-year flood hazard area. The flood source is next, Atlantic Ocean, followed by the base flood elevation, or BFE. In this particular location, it is 8 feet. Farther down, you will see the panel number, where you can download the PDF version of the complete flood insurance rate map panel. As you scroll down, you can see the full 10-digit map number along with the suffix, the panel effective date, latitude and longitude in decimal degrees, as well as the approximate address. This link will allow you to go to Google Street View if an image is available on that website. Coming across the top toolbar, I will go over the tools that we have available. First is the search function. Once you get to the county level, you'll be able to search by several different queries. You can change the county location at this time. You can search by the DFIRM panel, or flood insurance rate map panel number. You can scroll around up and down for the DFIRM, or you can start typing a number. In this case, I'm going to select panel 9884. And as you can see, we have zoomed in to panel 9884. If the search window is in your way, you can drag it over to the side. The panel number will be shown at least once somewhere within the center of the panel. You can also search by places, which are incorporated communities, including the county government. In counties with riverine studies, you can search by stream. For Dare County, there were no riverine flood hazard studies, only coastal hazard areas. Again, you can also search by address. If we go back to our address in Manteo, select the address, and then click on the magnifying glass. Finally, you can search by latitude and longitude, either in decimal degrees or state plane feet. As you can see, we have arrived at the Wright Brothers National Memorial. Other tool features are the Help feature. By clicking on the question mark, a Help window will open up. This will allow you to search topics for assistance with the website. The next two features are the Layers list and the Legend. We'll skip ahead to the next tool item and come back to these two. The light bulb is the map opacity or transparency. This adjusts the flood hazard area, and you can make it more or less transparent. This will allow you to see the structures and imagery underneath the flood hazard areas. Map layers. Flood zones can be turned on or off. They are automatically displayed. Coastal transects can also be added. Letters of map revisions or LOMARs. We have building footprints, both with and without risk. Benchmarks, which are useful for surveyors. And coastal barrier resource systems. The legend will explain the various coloring schemes. On our visualizations, the VE zones, or coastal high hazard areas, will be shown in a teal or green color. Light blue will be used for zones A, AO, and AH. This darker blue, as seen on the screen, is used for zones AE. The yellow areas are for the 0.2% annual chance flood hazard areas, or 500-year floodplains. An unshaded zone X is shown with no zone at all, or coloration. Letters of map revision will be shown with the red highlighted areas and a red hash mark. Coastal barrier resource systems and otherwise protected areas will be marked as the following: a yellow with cross-hatching, or the orange with a dashed cross-hatching. Now let's move to an area in Kitty Hawk. To zoom into an area, you can use the plus and minus bars in the upper right left-hand corner, or you can hold down the shift key and draw the box using your mouse. Areas completely removed from the special flood hazard area will be shown in the green color. Areas added to the special flood hazard area will be shown in the red or pink areas. In this particular case, we see the red zone expanding farther offshore. That is because we extended our VE zones or flood hazard studies, including the wave action, farther offshore for this round of studies. Now we will return to the effective view. And select a site on the map. To print a map for your personal use, you can select Map Export on the right-hand side. We have several templates you can choose from. The current view will provide the view shown on the screen at the same scale and resolution. If you need a regulatory view for flood insurance purposes or other flood hazard related data, you can select Regulatory. This provides the official flood insurance rate map format. You can select two different paper sizes, 8.5 by 11, which is a standard sheet of paper, or 11 by 17, also known as ledger. In this case, we're going to print the regulatory view on 8.5 by 11. Select Print. Once the print view opens up, you will have the opportunity to adjust the map if it's not exactly the way you'd like it to display. Simply click on the image inside the map view and drag it to the appropriate location. Once you are satisfied with the print view, select Save PDF. This will save a 2-page document to your computer and allow you to print this map for your personal use. The final feature I'd like to share with you is the Flood Insurance Estimator. This estimate will provide a range of annual and monthly premium costs for residential structures. Simply select a residential building from the map by clicking on the building footprint. For this particular location, we can see monthly premiums ranging between $63 and $95, or annual premiums ranging from $760 to $1,140. For additional information, we can click the Estimate Details. This provides the community, flood hazard area, base flood elevation, first floor elevation of the structure was estimated using an inclinometer from a vehicle or someone standing close by the structure, the type of structure, the type of foundation, number of floors, coverage for the structure, coverage for the contents, and the deductible. All of these fields can be adjusted. For example, we could say perhaps that the floor was only 12 feet rather than 19.9. And we want to increase that coverage to $100,000. You can select Calculate Premium again. As you can see, the ranges have been adjusted to account for both the lower elevation of the building as well as the higher coverage for the structure. Also note that this community, the town of Kill Devil Hills, participates in the Community Rating System, or CRS program. Based on initiatives that the community has taken on, they receive 20% discount on all flood hazard policies in zones AE and VE. For this particular example, it's an estimated savings of $470 a year for this particular structure. If you have additional questions, please contact your local planning or inspections office. You can also reach me directly at 919-825-2316 or at steve.garrett@ncdps.gov. Thank you again.